Hey, everybody. Welcome. It's Friday night. If it's Friday night, at least every other week, it's Story in the Cards with me and Marina. So welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. Yeah.
Hope you got your high boots on. We're gonna go.
I got hip waders on.
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Hip waders.
Yeah. What do they call them? Something like gators or something like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I didn't even get to tell you about the thing I found out yesterday about the man who wants to run for governor in Florida.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
he let me put it this way. He's a felon himself.
Oh, isn't that special?
And he's got one of those gigantic heads. Mr. Matty Gates wants to be governor of Florida.
But
I said to Keith, what is it if you want to run for public office? You have to be a felon.
You have to be a felon. Yeah. Only the best.
Oh my God.
Only the best and brightest minds need apply.
So Marina and I got a list of things to talk about tonight. And of course, we want to hear from you because that's what makes this all fun. I've had a pretty traumatic day today, but I needed this more than you could ever expect. So yes, so I'm here. And yeah, let's say hi to some of the folks here. So we have Tea Garden Chickens here. We have Charlie here. We have Linda Kennedy here, Donna O'Brien, and Ginny's here. Ginny was with me this afternoon. We did some readings together, and she is fabulous. We had a great time, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah, Water Lily's here. Good. Did I say Linda Kennedy? I think I did, but if I didn't, there she is. There's Judy, and there's Carolyn and Peter. Yeah. Yes, Ginny did really well. Hi, Vicki Howell. It's nice to see you too. Yeah. So we'll see how many people show up. I'm sure the things just went out. But we got a lot to talk about. OMG. A funeral to talk about.
Where do you begin?
Where do you begin?
Yeah. Like I said to you, I just some shit is about to hit the fan.
Marina's feeling it. Marina's feeling it. She says she don't know how, when, or why, but something.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. It looks like your shit hit the fan for you, Donna. I am so sorry. Fortunately, if you've had the shots, it won't be as bad. So if you, or get Paxlovid if you can, and that will take care of it. But I'm so sorry. We're going to hope that everything went A-okay. It goes way okay for you. Yep.
Yes.
Artist Liz came in, and Sonia's here. Charlie says the same thing. Things are getting really heavy. And so my friend Kelly, who you know is Callie Healer and is on the Dream Show, everybody, she lives right in the middle of all that crap going on right now, as does Diana Bowles' son and daughter-in-law, very close to LA. And you were talking about dreams when you were talking about Jennifer Lisa Vest.
Yes.
But I have to tell you, our Dream Show on Wednesday, we've got a lot of crossovers. And one of the things Diana had was there was something, and it was film that was burning up in a dream that she had prior to.
Okay.
And she said, oh my God, because that's where the film industry, I mean, really is made. So, so that was interesting. We're seeing Vicki Howell at the time had talked about a white truck, and the next day the white truck was in New Orleans. So we're seeing a lot of this stuff coming in prophetic dreams. So
we're getting the messages. It's just a matter of paying attention to them and recognizing them that this is a message.
Yeah.
So Yeah,
Mhm.
just
Yep.
whatever comes in, write it down.
Write it
Write
down.
it down. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Even if
Hi,
it
Mary
doesn't make
Thornberry.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Everything's crazy right now, but we're all in tune, guys.
Yes.
So, share and share alike and know that you're not crazy. And hi, Moonstone girl. Oh, your grandson and son-in-law are not far from the fires either, Sylvia. Absolutely. We send lots and lots of
Yeah.
love and prayer to that whole area.
Yes.
I think the earth is begging us to get the message. I agree, Mary. And right in the middle of today, apparently there was a earthquake in San Francisco. And we're going to do a reading on it because Marina says some folks think these fires are a little suspicious. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Yeah. They're a little suspicious.
Little bit.
A little bit. Reminding me of things that happened in Las Vegas and things that are
Yes.
happened in New Orleans. There's something that's
Yes.
possibly going on. So, hi, Maureen. It's good to see you too. I hope
Something
you're
is amiss.
all healed. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, don't worry about not watching the news, Vicky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not missing much.
Yeah. Yep.
Really. It's
Yep.
just
Yep. Yeah, you're right. The white truck and the fires are related, and yes, help. Yep. And this is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. There's just too much that's, it's not.
It's suspicious. A little suspicious.
It is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Billy Carson thinks they want the land for the 2028 Olympics. Oh my God. And it wouldn't put it past me.
Nope.
And yeah. Billy Carson is pretty smart. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, tea garden chicken. Fires agree they're triggering you. Yeah, Charlie. Yeah. I think the whole and the amount of loss. I saw a Google map of what it looked like and what it especially in Pacific Palisades, I believe it was.
Yes.
It's like a nuclear bomb went off there. It's really bad.
Yeah,
really
absolutely. A line of white roofs and houses, and then
nothing. Absolutely.
Nothing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hi, Sherry.
Hello,
So
Sherry.
I think that I'm going to start by talking about how wonderful the president of Mexico is, in that she didn't ask, she just sent firefighters into California from Mexico to help. And when I was on with Ginny today, I was saying, I bet she wouldn't have done that. Maybe she would have, but into Texas if it was the same, because, we got some but I would love to know what's going on with the Mexican firefighters. Not that it's all good, but, maybe her thinking, if we can kind of read on her thinking on that. But I don't think she has any problem with Gavin Newsom. So
no,
she
certainly doesn't. I liked what she, excuse me, what she did the other day when she stood behind the map. Oh, interesting, Carolyn Booker.
I wonder if she has that "Make America" slogan on her head. Oh my God. All right.
That that makes sense.
It does.
And excuse me. It's really funny whenever I'm going to start tuning in to something.
You start coughing?
Yes, I start coughing. It's almost like someone is saying, shut up. Shut up. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. But I'm sorry, it has to come out. It has to come out. There's one of the folks that I follow, and I can let you guys know on here if you don't know who she is. It's Jennifer Lisa Vest.
Mm-hmm.
She is,
Shut
yeah,
the
she's a doctor. She's a medical intuitive. She's psychic. She's all kinds of different things. And she talks about um, the current situation in story form. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I think that was because she might have gotten into a little bit of trouble with YouTube. So yes, Charlie CC, she talks about the dream woman and how
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
she had said that it recently, over the last few days, there was 5 or 6 dreaming women who have had the same dream. And of course, entertainment purposes only, we're reading cards. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that, this was not accidental. She lives in California, and she said, normally forest fires and so on happen in the spring and summer when it's really dry outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
winter time, and that's kind of unusual. And with with we can we have a lot of knowledge when it comes to weather. So I mean, it wouldn't take long if you know that trade winds are coming. Oh well,
Mm-hmm.
I start
Mm-hmm.
something here and here and here.
Yeah.
And just,
Why not? That
yeah,
will make it faster. Yeah.
absolutely.
OMG. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So her latest video dealt a lot with, could this be sort of tea related in terms,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it could very well be, a distraction,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Pay attention to this, don't pay attention to that.
Mm-hmm.
We know that there is a lot of distraction and different things that are being
Yeah.
floated to kind of confuse everyone so that you don't pay
Absolutely.
attention to anything that's going on, because it
Yep.
seems like there's 1,000 emergencies. Which one do you focus on?
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow. There's a lot of orbs over the fire. There's people that are getting killed. Yeah. Wow.
yes, absolutely.
OMG. Wow. The fires are not natural. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Climate change. Yes, Mary. I agree with you too. Yep. I just haven't had a chance to look at it today. But look what Jenny says. The earthquake was in Daly City at 3.5. Remember Little Box's Pete Seeger? And he just died yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yes.
That's him. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. See what I mean? I mean, I'm really feeling like everything is just, if you look for it, you can see the connection.
Breadcrumbs.
Everything.
Breadcrumbs all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. It's amazing. Yeah. Oh
and,
my. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I read an article that apparently Trump's people are working very, very hard to try to find a disease that they can use as an excuse to shut down the borders.
That and to bring in martial law. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Hi, Sherry. Wow.
All that being said, I said to Aley before, no matter how much I try to imagine it, I cannot visualize him being inaugurated. I can't.
Well, and he shouldn't be, because he would be lying. And that's what all Congress did when they were sworn in. Every single one of them they swore their allegiance to the Constitution, and none of them. No. Oh, Pete Seeger's different from Peter Yarrow. I'm so sorry. You're right.
Okay.
You're right. Yes, Pete Seeger was he was the protest guy. He used to go out and sing about protesting.
With Dylan.
Probably. Oh, did you see him and Dylan as well? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he did. Yeah. We shall overcome. He sang We Shall Overcome. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Wiki. You are absolutely right. I don't know why I was thinking Pete Seeger
And
was Pete
you know
Merrill.
what? After a while,
Yeah.
they all just kind of meld together.
Pete and repeat. Yeah.
Yes.
So for the farmers, for the farmers, for the Mexicans, I get these guys, a lot of them that do the work are also farmers, and they realize how important the land is, and that you know, we aren't separated by the oceans. We're right next door. Why can't we help? And that just makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
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 Oh no,
Totally.
yeah, there's a Bob Seger, but he's totally different guy given wings. He's Bob Seger in is it the Silver Bullet Band? Was that the name of it? Bob
Maybe.
Seger. Yeah.
Maybe.
Against the Wind, I think. Yeah. What did you get, Marina?
I got
good for them. They're going to fight for California
and Ghost.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not only are they going to fight for California, but this is kind of it is a punch in the face to the Orange Menace, because here is a country that, you know, you have belittled, and you know, they bring in all the migrants and immigrants and blah blah blah, and they're criminals, and yet they're putting out forest fires. They're saving part of your land. Now he doesn't care, because it's California. That
no.
You know.
And I guess what Biden did was he made it for 6 months recovery, so he could, you know, and he can't. I don't think he could. Of course, if he wants to, he can try to do anything he wants to do, just like his 3 Supreme Court justices, or 4 of them, I guess, voted. It was 4-5, or and it should never be that to stop from him getting his conviction. That's just it's like, where are these people coming from?
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
All right.
It's interesting. It's interesting. And I know that when we get to the other side of this, and we have a chance to take a deep breath and look around, it's going to be, holy shit. Can you believe that?
Can you
believe we just went through that?
It is interesting. Somebody said there was going to be something that would happen that would uncover something.
Yes.
That would prove things, and, you know, fires and other things. I don't know. Yeah. Book would like us to hit on the orbs, and how much is connected to the vote, Trump, and chaos. I'm feeling, Book, that it's people that are going up. I'm almost wondering, some of the homes that have been destroyed that were like silent movie stars owned, stuff like that. So I'm feeling as though not only the people that live there, but all of the ancestry of the home are all going up in orbs. I don't know, Marina, do you think so?
Yes, I think you're absolutely right, because this is a way to rewrite history. This is a way to say, you know, this. Think about it. The film industry not only records what happened in the past, but what is happening today. That's where you're later on, you can look back and say, well, historically, or you've got footage of things that happened. And because there were so many people in Hollywood that came out against him, you know what?
That's true. Retribution.
Yeah.
And he loves retribution. Yeah, he really does.
Absolutely, he does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It could be wildlife too, Amanda. You're right, because there's a whole horse farm and other places, and people have lost their pets. So oh my God.
Absolutely. And you know, with the I think that my impression with the orbs is the things that are being lost, the lives, or the pets, the animals, the history is, it's being cradled, it's being handed, it's kind of like being held in loving hands as it goes back to the universe. right?
Right.
It's not.
Right.
Um,
No, that makes perfect. I like that idea. I'd like to think that's the idea of it anyway.
yes. Yeah.
Mary said that the guy that won the biggest lottery a few years back owned one of the Malibu houses on the ocean. They're saying you can drive down Pacific Coast Highway and see the ocean now because there's no houses
Yeah.
across the house. Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Hi, Celtic Seer.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
hey, Dawn Turner.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to everybody who has come in
Yes.
since we started. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Marina and I were talking about the Jimmy Carter funeral.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about Trudeau. I know Marina just did a big show on it, but we'll talk a little bit about it.
Yeah.
At the Jimmy Carter funeral, if you didn't watch it, people, you might want to.
Please do.
Trump came in and his wife Melania looked like a disaster. She could have pulled a comb through her hair, like Marina said. They both were sour faces, and you see Melania totally ignored, which is fine because he totally ignores her anyway. And she's reading the program upside down, so she's not really reading the program. And as George and Laura Bush came in, he just busted right by. And Trump never stood up, and never put his hand out to anybody. So it's not really George Bush's thing. But George poked Obama in the stomach, like the Pillsbury Doughboy. And he actually didn't reach out to anybody. And they reached out to him, and he turned around and didn't even get up, George Bush. But I said to Marina, too little too late for me with Trump. He should have stood up and said, back in the election, this guy is a yahoo, know.
Yeah.
So, it was the first anniversary of her mother's death yesterday.
Well, then all the more reason she should have put a little more damn effort into it. Please.
That's true, Wiki. Bush was missing Michelle, and yet everybody was, where was Michelle? Like it was a horrible thing she wasn't there. But if Melania wasn't there, nobody would even say a word. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Couldn't care less.
Yep.
Care less. And there were parts of me that I realized listening to Jimmy Carter being eulogized, it was that man literally lived his faith.
He did. Oh yeah.
He lived his faith. There was nothing, no subterfuge, no, well, did he mean this? Did he mean that? No, he was just that Christ consciousness.
Yeah.
He absolutely embodied that. I think it was a beautiful send-off.
It was.
And those were words that the Orange Menace is never going to hear. Ever.
No. Yeah. Yes, Wiki. Marina told me about Libby. Everybody needs to go over to Magister Tarot, Libby.
Yes.
She's got lip reading of the video between Obama and Trump. And I'm going to do it when we're done because I want to know more about it too. And
absolutely. But absolutely very worthwhile watching that video.
Yeah. Because a lot of people were really, really pissed at Barack because he was laughing and shit and Marina made a good point. And that is he was just playing with Trump, by doing stuff like that. But poor
what you do with a toddler.
I know, but poor Kamala. Yeah. She just I know. I wonder if she regrets screwing up her face. I hope not. Because she should screw up her face. I guess Joe also pissed her off today because he had a press conference and he says, I'm going to let you how did he say it? Something like, I'm going to let you talk about the fires. And it was no pun intended. It was like, I'm going to let you get fired up about it or something like that. And she didn't think that was funny. And I can't blame her.
Yeah.
I can't blame her. Yeah.
And yes, Marilla, he probably was getting info from him. And, obviously he drew the short straw,
He
but
did.
that's what, yeah, that's what you do with Trump is you say, listen, I
Yeah.
heard something that apparently you're going to do. And I said, no effing way would he ever do that. And then just sit back and laugh as he tells you exactly what he's going to do.
What was it? There's a movie that I watched where this guy it gets mad at another guy and he goes, if I wanted a joke, I would follow you into the bathroom and watch you take a leak. And it reminds me of that.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. There's
Yeah.
been so many things that have just come out in the last few days that I think that the Daily Show did a little thing about how for 10 minutes you talked about Arnold Palmer's
Yeah, schlong.
schlong, whatever, but you couldn't mention anything about Greenland being important to national security, like not one word until now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people are having a good laugh at his expense, and sometimes it makes it even funnier that he doesn't realize that people are
laughing at him, right? So
It's like,
this is what I get with the conversation between Obama and Trump. Spell it out. You got to use building blocks to do that.
oh yes,
Oh
oh yes, oh yes.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
I get Storm and
Oh,
Fury.
it's interesting because there was some kind of a long thing he gave the other day from Mar-a-Lago, and he was going on, and people were laughing about it because he was saying, did you hear about the whales in New England? You know that it's from those solar energy panels and the windmills. They're making the whales beach themselves. Oh my God. This is so funny. This one, Visions in the Liminal Space, Sherry. Yeah. Yeah. It's a fun one.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would. This pissed me off too. I'm sorry. I love Biden, but yeah.
And the funny thing, and I don't know if a lot of you will be able to kind of understand that, but all right. So Trump was really going after Biden. He's old. He needs to quit. He's old. He's old. He's old.
Right.
Until Biden resigned, and then it was, well, it's not fair what they did to poor Biden because they pushed him out. Okay, so let's go a little further north. And one of the things that the leader of the Conservative Party, Pierre Poilievre, I'm just going to call him PP because that's going to be the easiest. Yeah, PP was going on and on and on about what Trudeau has done, and Trudeau needs to resign, and we got to do this and we got to do that, and he should have the guts to step down. Well, Trudeau did step down. Now he's singing a different tune. Now it's like, well, he why did he prorogue the government? Because now we really can't get anything done until, he just should have called for an election and done that.
So we got MCGA. Yeah. It's so much. You're right, Wiki. It's so much easier to criticize than it is to govern. Thank you.
Yes.
It is, because there's nothing that they want to do about anything. And if you're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Yes, they will tell you all the things that need to change. We got to get rid of this and get rid of this. Okay, what are you going to replace with?
Yeah.
Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay. What are you going to do in place of that? Okay, you want to lower taxes. Great. everybody wants to pay less in tax. What are you going to do when you don't have enough money to fix the roads?
Right.
What are you going to do? Are you going to raise taxes then? Or are you just going to say, well, we're just not going to bother with the roads? What about building
that's what they do
schools?
here. And that, yeah. And remember when the infrastructure bill went through here, and Pete and Biden did all kinds of stuff and really good stuff. And all the Republicans voted against it. And all of the Republicans also went to their constituents and say, look what I did for you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And,
Exactly.
yeah. And you're right, Marilla. All will hurt from the tariffs. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was the other thing. Donald Trump was saying that how he doesn't you know, he's tired of supporting Canada and you know, giving us all this subsidy money and so on and so forth, which he doesn't, but you know,
right.
And how we don't need anything from them, you know, from Canada. We don't use their oil, we don't use their gas, we don't use their electricity. So I said to Aley, well, then there should be no problem if we turn it off.
That's right.
Because then that means we have more, which means all of a sudden the price of gas and everything else can come down for us because we're not giving it someplace else.
Yep.
Those,
yeah.
Those are
unreal.
crazy.
Unreal. So we got some comments and stuff here. Judy, she knows this isn't the dream show, but at the same time, what she's got saying here kind of brings in what we were just talking about. And so she had a dream. She was in Detroit, met a man on her way back home. We were talking, and all of a sudden we were driving in a car. And then it goes into, she went to a missing persons to see if someone was missing, and I thought a child might be missing. There was a man who reported a 43-year-old man was 6'4", missing on 1-5. Maybe he went over the tracks. We were driving in the back seat of the car, and someone was driving in my dream. So someone else was. You may have just been sitting there, Judy. You may have been a fly on the wall. You just knew what was going on.
Yes.
Yeah, and honestly, all of us have this right now. Every single one of us need to follow their dreams.
Yes.
And write things down. And like Marina, thinking something big is going to happen. And Janet says that, I don't know who Jeanette Bureau is, but that's okay. Something big is going to happen tomorrow. And actually, Marina said that earlier in the show. She said something really big is going to happen. We don't know what. We don't know where. But yeah.
I said all day long, I've had this. It's like a boulder in the pit of my stomach. And I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's there. Going to be big. Yeah, it's there. So absolutely. And you all are feeling it too.
Yep. And you've been feeling it all day, Sherry? Okay. I think a lot of us have. Today I was taken advantage of for elderly advantage. So I was really wrapped up in that because I didn't use my senses at all today. So I get it. You've been having crazy dreams, Liz. Vicky's been having it. Okay. Yeah. Yep. What do you have here? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Wiki says, I heard one theory about 45's interest in Canada was to ease the way for Russia to grab your oil rig. Of course it is, because it's the same thing with Greenland. And by the way, everybody, you know Don Jr. went to Greenland for half a day. Did you also know that he grabbed the homeless people off the street, gave them a hat to wear, a beautiful red hat, and said, I will give you some money and buy you lunch if you wear this hat for this picture. And so they did. And he came out saying how many people there in Greenland love him.
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They are so done with Denmark. So done. They absolutely.
Yeah. Like Denmark did anything wrong. Oh my God. Hello, Randy. Your friend in North Hollywood said LA has had no rainfall. Well, there wouldn't take much then. All it would take is a match and the wind. And there you go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Yeah.
Oh, I
Totally.
like this one, Carolyn.
British Parliament is debating whether to ban month. Oh, wouldn't that be lovely,
Let's
Carolyn?
read on that. Let's
Yes.
read on that.
Let's.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And yes, he left Greenland in a hurry. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to get out of there. Maybe it was too cold for him,
Yep.
because
So here I pulled two, because first one I got is ruler, and the Parliament is the ruler of Great Britain, and they don't want that naked man in their sights. Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah.
No, they're okay. I get elves and I get guts. So yeah, they
They're
I
spilling their
think
guts.
that they are probably going to stand up and say, no, we're not, you know what, we're not scared of you anymore. Like, do your worst. No, we're
yeah.
Wow. It doesn't feel good. I think that would be fabulous.
I think so too. Just like I think that today, well, there's one thing I wanted to bring up about the Carter funeral that showed up in a picture. Everybody, including Dan Quayle, Al Gore, all the others that were there, presidents and vice presidents, put their hand on their heart and their wives while the casket was moving in, draped by the flag. But Melania and Donald did not. Both of them. It's very glaringly obvious. So I just want to say that. Anyway.
Yes. I don't think anyone told them that that's what they should do, and not ever having stepped inside of an etiquette class. Yeah, they wouldn't know. It wouldn't mean anything to them to, I mean, remember when there was at some point that there was, when he first got in, there was the two of them were on a balcony or something, and I think it was the national anthem. Something started to play, and she had to elbow him because she put her hand over her heart, and she had to elbow him to, that's what you do. Same thing when they were saying the Lord's Prayer, and he ran over to him.
Yeah, looking all around. Yeah, looking all around. Who's the Lord? Is that Jesus? I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
Remember what there was a question.
Because
what was your favorite scripture? Oh, I have so many of them that it's hard for me to give you just one. Yes.
It's personal. It's a very personal thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yes, will Trump's health reports be released by someone?
I don't think that they really honestly need to be released. I mean, we can do what say that we don't already know. The guy's not well. Physically, he's not well. Mentally, he's definitely not well.
Right.
So yeah.
We might get an answer, but it won't be the solution. How about that? Wow. Because everything he does isn't the solution, is it? No. Doesn't matter what he does.
No.
Yeah. None of it takes care of the problem. Yeah. Wow.
I get water has memory. That
more than he does.
More than he does. Yeah. No.
Oh my God.
Use your own intuition on this. Anything that was released on him would only really confirm what we already know.
Yeah.
He is not a well man.
Yeah.
And every day, every hour, he gets closer to that big McDonald's in the sky.
Yeah. There was somebody that was on one of my, I think it was on Threads, which I'm considering now getting rid of because it's owned by Mark Zuckerberg. But anyway, I was on there and somebody said, what is wrong with all you white people? And it wasn't really, I didn't take it as a personal slam. It was like, I put something up and that was their their response to it. And I thought, yeah, what is wrong with us?
What is wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh well.
God. Yep.
Oh well.
Oh, Karen, you're a riot. He does. He does. And so does Rudy. Yeah. Rudy is particularly bad, but yeah, he does. Not only
Yeah.
that, not only does he do what you're saying, he also does juicy ones, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Yeah, I
Absolutely.
don't think so, J Cat Lady. I don't think it's going to be all over. Or maybe that was the hissy fit he was having today because he does realize it. I don't know. But
It could be. It could, it's going to be interesting when he decides that, he wants to go to this country or that country. It will be interesting if that country was to say, oh, Donna,
sorry, you're a felon. Yeah.
yeah, we can't. We'd love to. God, we even had a parade and everything planned.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes, book. Rudy is in contempt of court right now, so yes, he may be going to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, stop using it. Okay, Celtic Seer, that's a good idea. Yeah. I don't know. Felons. It's like I said earlier. The very first thing I said was that Matt Gaetz wants to run for governor of Florida. He isn't a convicted felon, but he sure has been convicted in public opinion as being a adjudicated child pedophile.
Yeah.
So, does he have to register as a sex offender? And probably not in Florida just because Ron DeSantis is there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if he can Trump pardon Rudy? Not in New York.
That was federal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was, whether, no, I don't think that he can.
Yeah. Karen, it's because Zuckerberg owns it. And Zuckerberg is no DEI and no fact checking anymore. Yep. Stop fact checking. Yeah.
Yes.
And yet he probably will check what we say about him or others as being
guaranteed.
Yeah.
When Facebook first came out and everybody that I knew was going to Facebook and it was so great, I just had a very strong feeling that no, I'm not going to get on Facebook. I don't need to be on Facebook. I never had an account on Facebook. I never will have an account on Facebook.
Okay.
And that was, it's kind of like, maybe the guides were talking to me even way back then saying, no, don't touch this. Can't touch this.
Yes. I was on it when Facebook first came out. It was for college students and professors. Yes. So I signed up for it at the time, 2006, I think.
Yes.
And I don't like it. I kind of left it, but it's still there. It's like you can't get rid of it. But I do like Instagram, and Instagram is owned by him too. So a lot of people are going to Blue Sky, which is a brand new place to go.
I'm there. Yep.
You're there? Okay.
Yep.
I'm not real happy with the interaction. I'm not seeing on Threads. I have 6,000 people I talk to, and they're all Democrats. So that's why I went there, and I don't see that on Blue Sky. So maybe I just don't need any of it. Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet. I do post things on there, and I do share things on there. It's not my first go-to place. I mostly YouTube, but yeah, Blue Sky is it. I think it's a good alternative to.
It's an alternative. It is. Yeah. So Liz wonders, can NATO go after 45 in the Muskrat for the crimes, voter interference in the other countries?
Yes.
I think they can if they have solid proof. And I think the reason we're not seeing anything is because we don't have that right now, or things move very slowly. But I had to come to the point, Liz, and I said this on my show, one of my shows the other day, where I'm depressed about this, and to keep thinking things will change and everything was going to be fine. We're getting too close now. And so just like Mark Spirit Whisperer was saying the other day, I have to disengage from the fact that things may work out, and then be surprised if they do and be happy if they do. But I think that that's the way to go. But then again, who knows?
Yeah.
No.
There is still,
Yeah.
We don't know what is happening behind the scenes. And it just,
Right.
it brings me back to, listen to Libby at Meister Tarot. Listen to her video today, because the conversation between Obama and Trump, it was basically along the lines of Obama saying, we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this today.
We need to listen to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump saying, well, I backed away from that. It was something that he was either didn't like or trying to renegotiate or whatnot. And I think that's,
you're right.
Things are getting to the point that it's going to be either you stand up, you say what you did, you say who helped you do it, and you get the hell out of here. And if you don't do it, we're going to do it, and a lot more. Right. And not only that, we're going to freeze your assets or whatnot. And maybe they are just in that negotiating phase of how to get him out. Right.
Yep. I was telling Marina that he was saying apparently first of all, last Saturday he had a party at Mar-a-Lago that's pretty much said, "Oh, isn't it great? Ha ha ha! We pulled the wool over everybody's eyes. There was no election interference. Ha ha ha! Isn't that great?" So he's had that, but now he's saying he wants to run the White House from Mar-a-Lago, which makes perfect sense to me, because then he can go golfing every day, and he can get up whenever he wants, and yada yada yada. So, and
there aren't as many eyes watching him in Mar-a-Lago. Oh my God!
Eye for an eye.
Oh, ho ho ho!
Wow! Wow!
Yeah.
Tra-la-la-la-la.
Tra-la-la-la-la. Yeah. You can't see me when I'm down here, right? Yes. Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. Do you know what the 10 of Pentacles signifies?
In the dream was the missing thing in the dream. I got the 10 of Pentacles. It could be 10 of Pentacles. It's
a good card.
Finances. Yeah. It's a good card. It's solid. It's values. So it could very well be a yes card. Absolutely. That's there's a lot of information there. Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so. And Judy, you're waking up. So
yes.
Oh, I agree with this so much, but he should not be given the heads up on anything. Biden keeps making the same mistake. I love Joe Biden. I really do. He wants to do everything in the old school tradition where people were really nice and kind to each other. And, and even Kamala's kind of fed up with that. I can see. And I agree with you. I think, I just think something needs to change. The way we do things needs to change.
Yeah. It's, Biden is trying to be the the gentleman who's dealing with the gangsters. And he
Right.
thinks that if I treat them fairly, they'll appreciate the fact that I'm treating them fairly and they're going to work with me. In the meantime, they're going behind his back going, oh, can you believe the old fart? I just,
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
he's trying to be honorable with unhonorable or dishonorable people.
Dishonorable people. Yeah. They're not of the same ilk. And you wouldn't even have to know if you were watching a video of the Carter funeral with no noise and not knowing all the people, you could blatantly see that that man on the end with his wife were not like the rest.
No.
What doesn't match here? It's like the old Sesame Street. Two of these things belong together.
Yes.
One of these things is doing their own thing.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
And it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Totally. Seven thieves.
Yeah. Oh. So I know this is probably out of context that we were talking about Justin Trudeau, and I think it's important to talk about Justin Trudeau, especially since we have news of Justin Trudeau.
Yes.
And I know Marina has talked a lot. And I know that the Americans here know Justin Trudeau, and most of us thought he was a great, I know he has his faults like everyone does, but we liked him,
Yes.
But he was, he went down to Mar-a-Lago, and it was not much longer after that he decided to step down.
Yes.
Now, that doesn't have anything to do with Donald Trump, but guess who's claiming?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it, and I just told him, listen, you can't do that, and he agreed with me. But no, one had nothing to do with the other. I think that I think that part of Trudeau's timing, and I thought that it was interesting that he did it on January 6th, the same day that the election was being certified. So and because that was world news, it did take some of the thunder away from Trump. So I really liked
good timing.
Yeah, it was good timing. So there a lot of Canadians are how much he lists after you, Marina, did he? I knew it. Book, I get that all the time. I think that he is stepping down at a good time. I really do. He has done an awful lot for the country, and he really, as far as I'm concerned, he saved Canada during the pandemic by ensuring that people were getting that the stimulus payments so that they could keep up their mortgages, pay their bills, and so on and so forth. And I've said many times that my first question to someone who argues about Canada's deficit and the amount of money that Trudeau spent on the stimulus checks was, if you got a check and you did not return it, immediately return it and say, no,
then shut up.
Then shut up.
That's right.
I'm not interested in hearing anything after that. Right. So I think
he has been there a while. We recognize that. It's like our term limits. We need people to be gone after a certain period of time. So I agree. He's been there 10 years, and it's but look at this. I love this card came up. And that's Trump.
Yes.
He's trying to make Trudeau his puppet and say, oh, the reason he stepped down was because, he was upset about the tariffs, but, blah, blah.
Of course. And you know what? Okay, so he steps down. So you think that the next person or somebody else that gets in, you think that their view on tariffs, or the Canadians' view on tariffs, is going to change because Trudeau is no longer there? No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
will not tolerate it. No, we are not going to become the 51st state.
Right.
You
But
know, no,
my area might be the 11th
province.
province.
Absolutely.
And I
Cascadia,
love
we're
that,
looking at
that
you.
Elizabeth May said that. Didn't she?
Yes.
She did say that.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
And all of us who saw it from America said, that's fine. We
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Yes.
Most of us
Yeah.
anyway.
She
Yeah.
said, hey, come
Yeah.
on up here. Come get your
Yeah.
free health care. Come on.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine.
Right.
Well, we
Yeah.
already have a history in the Atlantic
That's right.
provinces with
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and the best part was she said, Donald, we can take those are all states that voted blue. They voted against you.
Right.
We'll take them. We'll take
Yeah.
them
We'll
all.
take them. Yeah. Well, the really interesting thing is if we actually ever did do anything that was broken up, the rest of the country would never get anything, because California, New York, and Connecticut, and a few others subsidize the red states. They really
Yes.
do. Yeah, by the
Yes.
taxes that they pay. And so these people think, oh, we'll just we'll secede from the union. Well, good luck
Yes.
with that. Have a great time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All blue
It's
states
kind
move
of
to Canada. Yes, ma'am. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
I have done actually several videos where I have looked at the possible the liberal leadership race, the people that are kind of that are being talked about now. And so I've been pairing them up and looking at their energies and whatnot to see how they go. And so yeah, I think I've got four videos up.
Okay.
And it's interesting the things that I'm seeing in the cards. It's really interesting. And there are other people have said that no, that it's Canada is going to have or at least the liberals are going to have a female leader. And I think so. I think
Well,
that
Elizabeth May, is she one of those people that could be considered? I don't know her, so I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Elizabeth
Okay.
May is the leader of the Green Party. The Green
Oh,
Party
okay. Okay.
holds one seat in the House
Yeah.
of Commons.
Yeah.
So
Our Green Party would never make it either. Okay. I
yeah,
get you. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you kind of need someone like that, right?
Right. With the moxie to stand up and say it like it is. Wow.
Exactly. And there's oh, what was it that somebody was telling me, or I think it was my son who was telling me that I think it was Iran, I think, who came out and said if if the US wanted to come in and take over Canada, that they would come in and help Canada. They would and the
That's
NATO
what we said we'd
countries.
do. All of us blue states said we would be on your side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally, totally.
Yeah. And the same with Greenland, and the same with
yes,
Mexico or whatever else. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Panama Canal. Well, we did yeah. Do we really know that Denmark ever owned Greenland? Like, do they?
I know I did not. Did you? Yeah. Well, and of course, I don't, you guys, you got to know that Greenland was named Greenland because it's full of ice, and they didn't want people to know that it was icy there. And
Yes.
Iceland is actually more green.
Green.
So
Yes.
it's really funny
Yes.
that that's the case. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Never say never. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and as it is, Iran was doing shenanigans with the bots, and along with Russia, and along with there's
Yes.
another place too that was doing it. So yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh
So
my God. Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that we are in for some interesting times up here as
We are.
well.
Yeah.
So we'll see how the cards pan out and how
Yeah.
good the information is. But yeah, It's definitely going to be interesting.
It is interesting. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're right at the top of the hour, everybody. So let's just take a few minutes to send our prayers and love for all those who lost everything in LA. Absolutely. Prayers for rain. Rest in peace for those who have passed, including animals and people. And I also want to still mention that there's a lot of snowstorms that are up and coming in a lot of places around the United States. And so I want to make sure that we also send our love and to everybody there. Yeah, no, he doesn't pay his bills in Panama, and he doesn't pay his bills actually in Michigan either. And that's the United States. So he just doesn't pay people. Yeah. And none of us could get away with one mill of nothing that he can get away with. And he's always been happy. Yeah. Yep. That's for sure. Oh, Mary, snowing in Ohio. All right, sweetheart. Well, stay warm, and I hope you don't lose any electricity. I hope it's not a major problem. Thank you, Marina. Always a great time. And thanks everybody for being with us. Yes, thanks for being with us. And Marina will be hosting next time, and I'll let you know. And but most of you already are on with both of us anyway, so I don't think it really matters. Yeah.
No, absolutely. And don't forget, folks, please like, share, and subscribe to both the channels. I'm trying to get over that 4,700 threshold. I'm, kind of almost there, but just
Yep. And Linda De Gonzalez and I have talked about, we gain 7, we lose 4. We gain 4, we lose 10. So and we know that it's I mean, I don't think it's you guys. You're very good about it, but the bots are really bad out there. So So thanks everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Yes, absolutely. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.